So which questions they have doubt? One of you, could you please tell?
First one is 3C.
Right, very good. So see, okay, so we have x of n is equal to n for 0 less than or equal to n less than or equal to n.
N plus
2
1,
n.
sir.
Huh?
N
Is
plus
this
1.
not? Is this not the question?
This is
What
only the question.
it
N
is
plus 1.
Which is a, I am not able to get.
So for first one, the signal is n plus 1.
Okay, at your place. So it is written here. Book or the
Sir,
doesn't matter.
I think it
Okay,
is from
this
third edition. Sir.
Okay, I see that. Hello.
Sir, actually your voice is breaking. That's
It is breaking. So about others, so Vice able to hear well. About others,
Yes, sir. Voice is
It is
breaking.
breaking, sir.
Yes,
it
sir,
is
voice
breaking in the middle, sir.
okay. I think let us see. This is broad. Not band, so it should be fine. So let us see. Till it happens, let us see. So angulars which we want to transform. So here the question is given. Okay, x of z. That is the question. Is this not the question there? That some of you have doubt.
It is different.
It is different. Okay, what is that question?
So signal is n plus 1 for n ranging from 0 to n minus 1. Then it is 2n minus 1
Yeah.
minus n for n ranging for n greater than n and less than twice of n minus 1 and 0 otherwise.
That so x of n plus 1 for one.
For n greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to n minus 1.
Okay, greater than or equal to 0 and less than. Okay.
Then it is 2n minus 1 minus n.
Range. What? Exactly same. N less than n less than equal to n minus 1. 0 else. Is it not? What is the difference? So this is starting from 1 going till
Sure, your voice is breaking.
so okay, let me try another small change. Why is this should be very good. Yeah. Just let me know if you are able to hear now.
Yes, sir. Now it's good.
Okay, fine. Okay, so what I'm saying is both are same. This is also triangular signal and that's also triangular sequence. Okay, so this is also see, n plus 1 they have written ranging from 0 to n minus 1. This is 0 to n they have written with n. Okay, finally what will happen? It will reach to 0. Okay, that's different. Same is the, so both are triangular signals. So if you are able to do for one, I think you can do for other. Is this clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let us see how to do this. So can one of you give an idea on how to do this? This is C part. Before there is a B part. Okay, so see there is a B part there. What is that B part? X of n is equal to 1 for 0 less than or equal to n less than or equal to n minus 1 and 0 else. There is a B part in that addition also, I hope. Okay, probably B part is this same there.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct? Right.
Sir.
So see, B part is clue to do C part. Now tell me, what do you think? How do you think we will solve for C? And what is the relation between B and C? Signals X of n. If I consider this as X of n or this as X1 of n, okay, and this as X2 of n, let this be, just say for example, just for, let this be X2 of n, okay, is this equal to, and this is equal to X1 of n. Okay, I'm just renaming them, these signals, okay, just for differentiating C and B. Then what is the relation between, okay, X1 of n and X2 of n? Can one of you tell? X1 of n or X2 of n, how do you get from X1 of n? Is there any possibility? See, what is X1 of n? X1 of n is a signal.
So it will be n times x.
0 to n minus 1. Okay, 0 to n minus 1 times. Okay, similarly, what is this signal? X2 of n. This is X1 of n signal. Okay, what is X2 of n signal? X2 of n signal, how will it look like?
Straight
It
line.
is 0.
Straight line.
Yeah, slowly increases and reaches some value. Okay, and then start decreasing. Right. No, so this is 0 and this is the location where n minus 1 or n. Okay, at n it is maximum and then again at 2n.
2n minus.
Yeah, it reaches to 0. Okay, so it reaches to 0. So if we consider this as 0, it reaches to 0 again. Okay, is this fine or not? This is X2 of n. Now the question is, how do I get? See, in jet transform, most of the things are, if you use your previous signals, a little bit of signals, convolutions, system properties, okay, so, and DTFT kind of properties properly in jet transform setting or framework, okay, you will be able to solve most of the problems quite easily. Jet transform, you can consider it as we discussed before, is one advantage of jet transform is to expand the application of frequency analysis or frequency domain analysis for larger class of signals, okay, and systems. Okay, that is one important application of jet transform. another important application or the use of jet transform is it simplifies the notation and the analysis of these signals and systems. Okay, so it gives a simplified notation. With simplified notation, it looks very easy and elegant to apply this frequency domain analysis for signals and systems. Okay, that is the other one. Okay, fine. Now, question is, the x2 of n is like this, x1 of n is like this. What is relation between x1 of n and x2 of n? Can one of you tell?
X2 will be n times x1n.
Is it n times x1? So if I put n times x1, then what will happen? It will be say 0 at the beginning. Okay, and yet n minus 1, it will be okay, n into n minus 1. Okay, the value will be capital N. That is fine. But I will only capture first half. Okay, I will not capture the second half of this. Is it not?
Yes.
You got the point?
Only for first part it will be nx. And
Yeah, but I think how do I handle? First part is nx fine, but how do I handle second part? So to make let us keep roughly same length. Okay. So that actually we will.
x1 of n.
What is that?
Convolution of x1 of n. It's with itself.
Right. So convolution of x1 of n with x1 of n. See, if I convolve this with itself, what will happen? You can see that. See, its length is n minus 1. Okay, just to take it as a first. Let's take it as a n1 is equal to number of samples in first signal is equal to n minus 1. Okay, then if I assume that if I convolve with itself, then length of sequence will be how much? n1 plus n2 minus 1, right? So here n2 is also n1 only. So it is 2 times, okay, n minus 1 minus 1, it is equal to, okay, the length is how much? N minus 1, is it correct? Are you people understanding what I am trying to do here? See, he said x2 of n is convolution of x1 of n and x1 of n with itself. Okay. Okay, some of you may be readily able to see that, but some of you may not be able to see that. So what I'm giving is a check of number of samples. See, a number of samples in x2 of n is how much? Number of non-zero samples are the number of samples starting from initial sample to final sample are how much? 0, assume that if I start, how many samples are there here?
n samples.
In x2 of n, how many samples are there? Number of samples in x2.
N samples, sir.
We have only n samples here. I'm surprised to hear this answer. In x2 of n, how many samples are there?
2n plus 1 sample.
Here, x, sir. Yes, sir.
2n plus or 2n minus 1 samples. 2n sample is not here. Okay. And so ideally you are starting from 0. So 2n samples you can say, but 0 is not there. So if you start from here, it is roughly 2n minus 1 samples. Okay. So the number of samples here are 2n minus 1. Okay. Is this fine or not? Okay. Here number of samples, if you see. Okay. Number of samples in this signal. In this. Okay. Is equal to n. Is it not? So now x1 of n, convolution with x1 of n will have the number of samples. Let this be n2 is equal to how many we will have? n1 plus n1 minus 1. Is it not? So if you have two signals with n1 samples and 2 samples, then the total number of in convolution, if I make, the number of samples in the convolved signal will be n1 plus n2 minus 1. Right? So you will have here 2n minus 1 samples. Okay. So that's what you are seeing here, non-zero samples. Okay, so just counting from the first non-zero sample to last non-zero sample. Is this clear? So number of samples wise, it finally nicely agrees this relation. Also, when you do convolution with this one with itself, what will happen? What will happen? I think some of you are able to see that this is x2 of n is convolution of x1 of n and x1 of n. Those who are not able to see, okay, can try to see, okay, what will happen. See if I have x of n, which is like this. Okay, convolve with okay. So what will happen? So convolving means what? You will flip this. Okay, otherwise you flip this. I hope the discussion is clear. Okay, 0.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, -1, -2, and so on. You go up to minus n minus 1. Okay, and then you multiply them, element by element, multiply them and add them and put it as the value of, okay, y0. Just flip one of, okay, right, n minus or 0 minus k. Okay, because n equal to 0 I have put here. Okay, so y0 is the equation operation. What is systems are in synchronous. Can't leave the previous chapter or previous okay, when we come new topic.
Sir, voice is breaking. Sir.
Remember, or you should. Okay. So now you're able to hear.
Sir, it's still breaking. Sir.
Hello is talking. Yeah, is this audio? 1 minute. Give me a. Hello. Hello, is this audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, somewhat audible, but
Hello.
there is some breaks in your voice.
Breaking, sir. Our voice still is
There are
breaking.
some.
Hello, Vaishnavi.
Sir,
Hello.
Hello, yes, sir. It is audible.
It's audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if it goes smoothly, go ahead. Okay. If there is any issue, we'll probably take it tomorrow. Okay. So I hope now the communication is fine.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Before screen sharing is started, it is fine, sir.
Okay. So now I'm sharing again, screen sharing. So let me know if there is any issue. You're able to see the screen, I hope, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and the communication is also clear, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we were discussing is, say, the convolution. How do we define convolution? So if we have two sequences, so x1, x2 or x and x of minus infinity. Okay, I hope you remember the expression for convolution. Okay, now if you see, okay, so when y of 0 is considered, okay, if I want to do y of 0, find y of 0, then some minus x1 of k into here second signal is also same, or x of x1 of 0 minus k. Okay, because y equal to n equal to 0. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, you can see, I think whatever I'm doing here is exactly the same what is seen here. Okay, so this operation is exactly this. Okay, and you can see that the value of this will,
Two, sir.
okay, this is correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Is this
Yes,
correct
sir.
or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
I think in thing it is 1 will start from 0 to 1. Okay, and 2n minus 1 only. It will not go up to, I think. This we will just see that. Right. So the like that, what will happen now? If I want to do, I
Sir,
like
voice is breaking, sir.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
breaking it. Okay, let us complete only this problem and then leave. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss the rest. Okay, since we started, just I will give some hint for this and we will leave. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss the rest. Okay, fine. So now if I want to find at any n, what should I do now? At some arbitrary n, if I want to find conversion, okay, to find at arbitrary n, what should I do?
Shift by n, sir. Shift the signal by n.
Right. Shift the signal by n. Okay, flipped version of second signal, you should shift by n. Let n be somewhere here. Okay, n. If n is here, I shift up to here, and then up to where it will be non-zero. Of this,
N
okay,
minus,
so will be
n minus plus n, sir. Minus of n
values
minus
also
of
will be
n.
there. Right. Correct. Correct. Okay, so whatever I have. Plus 1 there, minus 1. Okay, right? N minus of n minus 1. N minus 1 up to it. Right?
Yes, sir.
So now, hot star if I do, that value be this value with the dot star is always okay, that is with respect to only what value I get now. What is it? Can one of you tell what the value I may get here?
Yeah.
What is that? I'm not hearing.
So that n, so y of n equal to value.
Yeah, y of n equal to small n or capital N?
Small n, sir.
Yeah, it is small n. Okay, the value is, see, 0 I will add, so 1. I will add small n plus 1. Okay, the value is small n plus 1. Okay, because 0's term also gets added. Okay,
Okay.
is this correct or not? Right. And this is for what range of n is this expression valid? I have written a general expression, but for what range of n is this valid? Okay, for 0 to n minus 1, this. Okay, for the next range, what should I do? I should create an example of next scenario. Okay. Hope you people are able to understand or listen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, for next range, that is n is now greater than, okay, n minus 1. For this range, I am considering. But less than, I would say 2n or something like this. Okay, I don't want to keep too much higher than n minus 1. That is the range I am interested in. So in this range, let us assume that I will write this range slightly here. The range I am interested in is, okay, n is greater than n minus 1, but not too much higher. Okay, lesser than 2n. Okay, in this range, let the signal be like this. Let it start from here. Okay, and this is n now. My n is now this. Okay, y of n I am writing here. Okay, so this n is again this. Okay, and this is the range for n. Now, up to where does this go? Can one of you tell? Up to where does this go? Same, n minus of n minus 1 only. But based on this, the overlapping region will differ. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. And now, can one of you tell what happens to this overlapping region? Okay, so this again, this dot star is also with this. Okay, with respect to x1 of n. Okay, this dot star is also with respect to, okay, x1 of n. If it looks clumsy, I will just leave this. Okay, but you should know that this dot star is not with this with respect to, okay, x1 of n. Okay, with dot star. Okay, or x1 of k. Right. Now, what is the answer? So this again expression is same. That is summation. This y of n is equal to summation x1 of n, x1 of n minus k equal to minus infinity infinity. But n is now this range. Okay, n range is this. Fine. Now, what is the answer? See, if n keeps increasing now till it reaches to n minus 1, the overlapping region also keep increasing. Okay, if I increase n. After that, if I increase n, the overlapping region, what will happen to overlapping region?
It decreases.
Decreasing. And hence, what will be the answer? That means the overlapping region will be, okay, starts from, okay, anyway, n minus 1, and it goes up to the overlapping region up to some location. So if I just mark this, okay, if I just mark this, this is the location. Okay, so this location is n minus 1. Okay, this is the region to n minus 1. So overlapping region is how much? So current n,
Yes, sir.
okay, no, current n minus, no, current n minus 1, okay, to n minus 1. So n minus 1 minus current n minus 1. Okay, so what I have written is this minus, this is the overlapping region. Okay, so n minus 1 minus n minus 1. So it is roughly equal to, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Right. So it also includes n minus 1. So I will consider n minus 1 minus n minus n minus 2 should I consider, or n minus 1 should I consider? Because see, the overlapping region plus 1.
Sir, voice is completely not audible, sir.
Not audible. Okay. Let's leave it then. So I think you people just verify yourself that the convolution of 2 of x1 of n is this. Okay. By tomorrow you verify and come back. Okay. We will complete the rest in tomorrow's class. Okay. Is
Yes,
this
sir.
final thing is audible?
Yes.
So
Now it's audible.
right. Okay, so you figure out and come back. Okay, the convolution saying that rectangular signals convolution is triangular signal. That's what you are seeing, but with particular lengths and signals. Okay, and then take up in the next class. Okay, fine. Okay, so let us discuss tomorrow some of the problems on jet transforms, and then we will move on to the discussion on sampling and reconstruction again. Fine. So any specific questions you would like to ask, or any discussion we need? Yeah, I alert that the exam is coming up. So next week is exam, I hope, right? 20th to when is our exam? Many of you have, people have seen
22nd, sir.
22nd. Okay, so roughly I think 1 week we have. So yeah, closely 1 week to 10 days. So for the exam we will take 2 jet transforms and basics of sampling. So whatever I cover up to sampling and reconstruction, it will be there. Okay, mostly tomorrow's class, if we discuss problems, then day after tomorrow class also is included. Okay. So I suggest you people to prepare well. Okay, and you can have now additional class with say and Suravardhan to clear your doubts. If you feel that you can plan yourself. So coming Tuesday or so, if you, I think I can leave. So for taking it. So in place of regular class, you can have a discussion on these problems or the topics so far. That's up to you. But you should work out and come. Then only it will be effective. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Okay. Anyway, what I suggest is start preparing. the exam will not be as very easy, but it will not be too tough as well. So it will be reasonably on the topics that we have discussed so far. Okay. And it will be slightly tougher because you have to work out the solution as well than the quizzes that you are handling. Okay, taking. So any specific things to discuss, or shall we leave now? Hello?
Sir, what will be the pattern for the mid and sem?
Okay.
Or is there any choice or all are compulsory?
I think, let me see, I have not planned it, but I think mostly they will be compulsory. So if I give, I will give in one of the sections. So 2 sections may be there. So one section may be probably, so it is for 1.5 hours, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
let me think, let me see. So if I keep 2 sections, then in one section it will be there. Otherwise, even if say a few questions are given in single section, then choice may or may not be there. So let me first come up with some plan.
Okay, sir.
Some choice will be helpful for us.
Choice will be helpful. Okay. Okay. So hopefully, I think we will try to give choice in one section then. So that actually, if in case if you are not comfortable with one topic or one kind of problems, then I think you will be able to solve this. Yeah. I will be able to give, but it will be only one section or something like that. So if I give overall, one problem only will be in choice. That's all. So you should reasonably prepare. Say, even if you prepare up to very well up to jet transform, okay, then I think you will be able to do reasonably well. But others would suggest that you prepare till like sampling and all topics. Okay, so that because later topics will be even more, right? So it is better if you prepare now itself rather than postponing them. Yeah. See, for army officials, if you feel that some more problem solving sessions and say discussion sessions are needed, you should take little actively, and you should talk to, say, probably Suravardhan you can talk to, or Vaishnavi you can talk to. Just send a mail to them saying that actually we would like to have a like a discussion or a special class on discussing these topics, and need some clarifications or understanding of concepts. So then I think they will be able to take and help you more. Okay. It takes time, but I think you should now pick up. So the background test are all these like quizzes are mainly to make you that like understand are also to assess yourself and be comfortable with the background or the like topics that we are discussing.
Yes, sir. We are taking helps.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you take, and whatever is necessary you can take, but you should be reasonably on par over at least by this mid. So after that I treat all so equally equipped with the background and concepts. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay then. So by then, if you have no other questions, we will leave. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir.